With an estimated 200 million football fans, China holds the title for the largest fan base worldwide. Despite 90% of the fans being male, the Chinese men's team has been a source of disappointment for the nation for more than a century.
男足是让到更了，
不能这么。
Despite investing billions of dollars in the past decade and hiring internationally renowned coaches, China has never managed to repeat its only previous appearance at the World Cup finals back in 2002. They hit a new low on Chinese New Year in 2022. They were beaten 3-1 by Vietnam, as former head coach Li Pi said.
Senza grinta, senza rabbia, senza cuore, senza personalità, con paura di giocare.
However, just a mere 5 days after the Hanoi tragedy, as Chinese fans put it, the women's team beat South Korea after a hard-fought game to claim the Asian Cup for the first time in 16 years.
他们的付出是很大的，得到的回报是很少的，不像男足是相反的啊。
总结就是说，中国女人比男人强。
In fact, the women's team has long been China's best football club. In the 1990s, they had some notable success. They achieved a remarkable feat in the 1999 Women's World Cup, finishing as runner-ups to the host nation and the women's football powerhouse, the United States. Since then, they've been given the nickname Steel Roses.
不屈不挠的精神，坚强勇敢，不怕落后。
How is women's football in China able to outshine the men's game? We embarked on a journey from Europe to China, from big cities to small villages, in search of the answers. Prepare to be astonished as we reveal that the reason extends far beyond the realm of football. One reason for the women's success is timing. In Beijing, we met Zhang Nan, a journalist who has been following women's football for 17 years.
其实最主要一个原因，我觉得还是因为中国女足之前发展。说实话，因为我们毕竟是在早期是一个强队，就是在其他国家都没有发展的一个前提下，我们其实就也都知道，我们最早的一批中国女足队员其实都是练田径出身嘛。你在大家都是零开始做的时候，你有一定的这种体力的基础，然后稍微的再练的苦一点，所以那个时候他们发展又相对非常快。
However, after the retirement of the so-called golden generation of players, China's women's team no longer found themselves among the top nations in the sport. The journey to revival their former glories was met with a series of daunting challenges. But why?
这是一个好像在国内应该是一个比较普遍的现象，可能也是跟 我们这个女子足球运动在国内可能相比较而言，男足而言，就是市场还是要差一些，社会关注度也要低一些，所以更多的女孩子呢，还是没有太多的这种认同感。作为家长来说，包括学校来说，总是觉得女孩子会耽误学习，或者甚至是觉得女孩子不应该从事这个项目，所以她的参与的群众基数还是很少。
Chu Nan, a former football player, now is a coach of women's football team. Currently, she leads a five-a-side women's team in Taiyuan, the capital city of Shanxi province, a small city close to Beijing, as the Chinese would call it. But in fact, it's a city with a population of 4 million situated 600 kilometers to the southwest of Beijing. Unfortunately, even today, biases against girls playing sports like football still persist, especially in economically disadvantaged provinces like Shanxi.
好，小白。这个是我们球队现役中国国家女子5人队的队员贾淑婷。 就是以前在学校的时候是，男生会说，学校都没有男足，搞什么女足？还是女孩能踢球吗？就很多这种声音。然后回家也是，然后家里的，亲戚也是说，女孩能干了这些吗？肯定不行，坚持不了多久。就是这种很多这种声音。
However, many parents fear that their daughters won't have a promising future if they fail to establish themselves as professional players, as it has been a big hurdle for women's team to recruit more players all the way up to the national level.
应该讲，大家也知道，对于中国女足来说，这个可选择的人数来讲还是比较少一点的。那我们单单从这个整体的话，大概也就一万左右的这个人数。这是你没过白天就干嘛
Here in the province of Shanxi, the problem is evident. Guo Ziying is a 16-year-old player, and it wasn't an easy decision for her family to let her continue playing football.
恒大比较火，就发了一个宣传册，我们就去带着他去试训了。结果就选上了，在恒大踢了有2年，去了之后，哎呀，人外有人，天外有天，不是那么简单，
肯定很累。
有一年他爸去看他的时候，到了学校一看，整个半个脸都是黑青，他都没有给我们打电话，还是他爸领着他弟弟去的看他了，才看见的。哎呀，他爸就心疼的不行。
然后那天晚上，我爸就偷偷在被窝里哭。然后就给我妈打电话，就说别踢了，别踢了，那女娃娃在家脸上杵着那么大一片哈，然后就特别也就心疼。
It was hard for her parents to watch their daughter go through so many hardships and maybe still not be able to earn a living later on.
开心利索点，吃饭了。
But Ziying had her own views.
挺不愿意的，挺不满意的，不想回来。
So eventually they made a compromise.
后来我就把他弄回来了，初中就回来这儿上。这儿吧选的就是，咱以足球为主，以相对学习为辅，完了上一个大学。太优秀了会太累太苦，我还不希望我的孩子是那样，我就希望他平安健康、快乐的成长，有一个美好的童年。
The deeper we delve into the world of Chinese women's football, the greater the challenges seem to be for the players. How have footballers managed to shine under such circumstances? Or are they so good because it was so hard? In the same team as Ziying, we find 15-year-old Liu Yujia. She understands well what it means to face and overcome challenges.
其实，刚进队那2年，我一直技术都不如人家，然后就有一些就是稍微有一些自卑，或者可以那种说，然后。就是一直在那时候小的时候打5人制，一直就是排不到主力，然后也特别着急。
捧着奖杯，看着挺高兴的。刘雨佳在5年级的时候，经纬中学来学校选拔，说是踢足球这一项，就是当时我也挺犹豫的，说是一个女孩子，说让她学体育这一类，就是挺累的吧，感觉。从小刘雨佳就是。过敏体质，有一次他受伤回来在家休养的时候，反正是看见他就是给他施膏药的时候，就是那密密麻麻的小泡呀，就看见挺不忍心的，就想过放弃让他不用踢了。可是，刘雨佳还是要坚持。
Yujia's school is one of China's designated football schools, part of China's 50-point plan for football development, released in 2015. These schools serve as beacons of hope for the biggest football fan in China, President Xi Jinping himself. His wish is for China to one day lift the World Cup and bring glory and pride to the nation. Recognizing the potential in women's football, Jingwei High School made a significant decision in 2012 to shift its focus to the girls' football team and integrate training with education.
培养他们上这个大学为主，因为进专业队女足的专业队少，这是一个。另外一个，他们还是上个大学，我们觉得对他的出路还是比较好，因为文凭还是蛮重要的。不能说光练体育嘛，没有文凭，他们最终出来还是要接触社会，要就业的嘛。我们也是考虑他这方面，但是能培养出给国家队培养出这种人才，我们肯定也是愿意的。
To get more parents to let their girls play football, schools like Jingwei are doing all they can to combine the passion for football with a good academic education. However, the beginning was far from easy.
其实我们第一批、第二批的这个女足队员，90%都是从农村里头来的，都是从那个非常，就是说经济比较落后的这个农村来。农村都是2个小孩，家长就把他交给你们吧。如果要在我们这儿村里头上完初中要不行了，其实这个孩子就相当于就务农呀，或者就在村里头生活了。他就把它当做你是条路，你把它带好走吧，培养成才就成才了。所以说他就是这种想法，所以说我们才能把这个队伍能带出来。
Wang Liping, a former player from the national team's golden generation, reveals a common factor among many girls who choose to play football.
尤其是现在你看啊，虽然女孩子这边，也是可能就1个孩子，但是呢，有些就是家庭条件其实并不是特别的好的，也许他家里有单亲的这个孩子，家里可能2个孩子，他有一个哥哥啊，有一个弟弟啊，可能他并不是受家里多么宠爱的那个孩子，在我们这边也还不算少的这种。那他呢，都有一个，我觉得就像我刚才说的，他非常做什么事非常认真，而且做什么事他都是有一个态度，就是我想做好，可能或者说是这种韧性吧，我觉得是这么多女性里边可能比男性要好的地方。
This is Yujia's village, just a 15 minutes drive from her school. She has been living here with her family for the past 3 years.
前阵子有那个甲流，然后我也算是比较早感染了一批，然后就是星期五上完课就直接就发烧，发了1天，然后星期日教练说有一个友谊赛，然后说是要不你还是以身体为主，你还是不要上去那么高强度的去踢。然后我说这么长时间没有比赛，你既然不上去踢，那你过阵子的那些重要的比赛那你怎么办？我们教练就说是那要不你上去打上10几20分钟，你要实在身体不适了你就跟我说，然后我就把你换下来。然后刚上去踢的时候，除了感觉38度那个感觉它也就是这么点威力，也没有太大的感觉。到踢了20-30分钟以后，就感觉头开始晕，感觉头比脚重，然后脚也迈不开，喉咙上面也特别疼，然后喘不上来气，然后最后40多分钟实在坚持不下来，跑也跑不动，然后我们教练就说是必须得把他换下来，不把他换下来，这玩意儿撑不住了，然后就又重新把我换下来。
What Yujia has in common with the national team is the fighting spirit.
因为我们也知道99年拿到铿锵玫瑰，就那波铿锵玫瑰拿到这个世界杯亚军的这支队伍，他们是练得非常苦的。我之前有听到那一波球员讲，就是每天基本睡醒了就在练，然后教练让休息的时候，他们还拿着球去练。
Their hard work is paying off.
现在我踢球技术越来越好，然后也追上了别人，甚至就是可以说是超了别人，然后成为我们队训练队长。
我上了大学了，就是靠足球上了大学。
我们慢慢来说，在招生的时候，有一些家长慕名而来，他有他这种，因为他有成才的路子打通，他才能慢慢愿意接纳我们这种项目。
Schools, teachers, coaches, parents, and children, all coming together to grow Chinese women's football. They are the people persevering in the face of adversity. But there's more to it than that.
对这个女足就这么多年，真是从内心里头也不知道该用个什么词来形容，但是这种感情真的是很特殊。就这么多年都一直非常非常关注中国女足，而且我也特别希望能够通过自己的一点力量吧，至少是先让我们山西女足的姑娘能在全国的这种赛场上能让人看到，也能让更多的人知道我们山西是有女足的，有女足姑娘的。我觉得这也算是我一个小理想、小目标吧。然后我们组建这个队，每次都是能够代表山西吧去参加全国的这种5人制还有沙滩足球的，算是 A 级赛事、顶级的赛事了。这些孩子呢，很多都是代表我们山西曾经参加过全运会的一些队员。
If the girls played for other provinces for a week-long tournament, they could earn more than €1,000, sometimes with a bonus on top, but not here.
但是来了太原，可能1分钱，山西都1分钱没有，他们还会选择山西。不是说他们觉得钱不重要，我觉得钱对他们来说很重要，但是他们就是觉得足球就是足球。但是至少这个阶段，我这批队员里头，还是他们真的是放弃了很多机会的，真的是放弃了很多机会的。所以我也是想在尽可能的给他们创造机会。我可能给不了1万块钱，我给他们3000、4000。反正像这回足协换届之后，我也特别感谢。然后这回足协领导也非常支持。我在做预算的时候，人家把这部分也做进去了，就给不了人家其他省市那么多，但是也会给到他们了。我觉得他们就真的是很知足、很满意了，也没想那么多。
啥问题？这个声音不会。
反正我身边的朋友老就跟我聊天，就他们特别羡慕我，就觉得因为我从小跟他们在一起的时候，我就说我喜欢做什么，我想做什么，他们就觉得我一直在从事着自己喜欢的工作，然后也在一步一步的实现自己的小理想、小目标。所以他们特别的羡慕，每到这个时候，我就觉得什么都是值得的，真的是这样。
这么多年，其实女孩子的地位，你说有天翻地覆的变化吗？我倒不这么认为。我的感觉，女孩子的这种责任心，就我认为的责任心，她做什么事很认真，这种态度其实是一种态度，跟男孩子还是有点不大一样了。
As the Women's World Cup draws near, the Chinese national team, the reigning Asian champions, will undoubtedly reclaim the spotlight and capture the attention of passionate fans all over China.
尽管有困难，但是我们还是不愿意就是放弃，就不愿意去要不断的去改变自己。我觉得那就有希望。